Yo, what is up, guys? I wanted to talk to you about why I prefer old Call of Duties over new. I'm gonna be giving you some. I'm going to be letting you listen to some Black Ops 2. Some Black Ops 2 audio from my speaker while I do this. So the first reason why I like first reason why I like old COD is because old COD's the companies actually made the games actually took time to work on the games and make them good. Like Infinity Ward, the old Infinity Ward, Vincent Pella and the other guy, I forgot his name, actually worked on their games. And made them good. Actually took time to work on their games and make them good. Guys, I'm having a problem. I'm gonna have to put on Black Ops. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put on Black Ops. Hold on a second. Having a problem with the internet connection. Not just won't let me play for some reason. I'm gonna do Black Ops. I'm getting back to my reasons why I like old CODs over new CODs. Balance and they took time to work on their games, like Infinity Ward and Treyarch actually took time to work on their games actually before the motherfucker known as Activision that became really greedy. They actually took time to work on their games. Actually, I believe that Activision and was good back in these days when I was on Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2. Another thing was balance, like I said. The other thing that made it good, make Gold COD's good, is because the weapon variety and everything wasn't really that overpowered. Now there were a couple weapons in there that were strong, really strong, but they did a good job in fixing that. What else? the other thing was all the old CODs used to have really good introductions, and now they're all crap compared to what they used to be. Like Modern Warfare 4 had really cool. There were 1,000 people in this town. Now it's a ghost town introduction, and then MWR now they changed it. And back in old CODs, they didn't have supply drops. They didn't have pay-to-win scheme where you have to pay out the ass to get all these weapons. You actually had to work for your shit. You had to level up, and you actually had to do challenges on unlock all your stuff. Again, I seriously believe that COD used to be really good back in the day. Oh, that's loud. Didn't realize how loud that was. And it can be quite annoying to put games under a paywall when clearly, you know, because that gives like other players a chance to pay out the ass to get an advantage over you in the game. Another reason why I love old CODs over new CODs is that you pay way too much for DLC nowadays for Call of Duty compared to a couple years ago. And another thing is that they're pushing the agenda for season passes big time. Another reason why the reason why I like old CODs is because that when you don't want to play online, when you play local, you can use all the weapons. You could try them out before you unlock them. Another reason why I like old CODs is because of the weapon sounds. They sound way more realistic in old Call of Duties like Black Ops 2, COD 4, Modern Warfare, and MW2. The weapon sounds have been dumbed down since the new game. And they sound like you're shooting a toy gun. I hate the sounds, especially in Black Ops 3. It sounds like I'm playing an arcade shooter instead of an actual game. Military shooter that actually involves shooting a real gun. My next point is why I like old CODs over new CODs is hit detection. The shooting mechanics is really good. When you shoot somebody in Black Ops or Black Ops 2 or World of War or Modern Warfare, COD 4 Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2, you get really good shooting mechanics in this game. Never had a problem with it once with shooting mechanics in the old games. Um, every time I aim down the sights with anything in Black Ops, I get a hit. Black Ops 2, I get a hit, or I kill when I'm supposed to. My next reason is the reaction time in Call of Duty is way better in old games than it is new games. You have barely any time to react when it comes to Call of Duty, all the way from Advanced Warfare all the way to Ghost to Infinite Warfare. The reaction time has gotten so terrible. You get blown away in an instant. When you're playing new CODs, you get melted. It's really bad. Another reason I like old Call of Duties over new Call of Duties is because back then, old Call of Duties, when it came to DLC, old Call of Duties didn't cost as much. What else? Another reason I like old Call of Duties is because the campaigns were really good back then for old Call of Duties. Especially Black Ops 2, and Call of Duty 4. And MW3 could be an example, could be, you know, a different example. But the campaigns are really good. Now they suck. Now they suck. Now they are really bad. Especially Ghost. Ghost had the worst ending of any Call of Duty game I've ever played. Advanced Warfare was okay. Infinite Warfare is trash, but I never played the campaign, but I don't want to because the game's already trash. What else? Calling in a care package here. Yeah, the overall amount of time they put into the game was way better back then. Oh god. But I get back into the campaign. The campaigns were really good. The weapons actually worked. The shooting mechanics really well. The acting was really well. The endings were really good. Especially with Captain Price and Soap. Has some of the best endings, has some of the best games ever. Just overall very bad. Really good campaign. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw something in there that's really not bad. Zombies was really good back then in Call of Duty. Now it's iffy, basically. But Zombies is just not that good now. I'm using the Galil right now. No, the zombies was not that good. Campaign was better. The reason why old CODs were good is because you could actually play split screen with your friends. I don't think that's... I think you can still do that in Black Ops 3, but you need extra controller, and it's just not worth it. I think, well, you know, I could be wrong. I think split screen was really cool back then. But not for really nostalgia purposes or anything. I'm just saying that I think it was really cool back then. I like the fact that you got a lot of score streaks, a lot of kill streaks in old games. And another thing in old COD games, actually, people in old COD games actually were more nicer, more friendly, and actually, you know, didn't annoy the hell out of people with what they did. That's why Call of Duty was better back then. Yeah. It wasn't full of annoying, cursing, racist kids all over the place, okay? This is a main factor. Kids ruin online. They ruin online games, especially when it comes to first-person shooters. Big time. The next point is... Actually, I can't think of one. Okay. Now I'll talk about old CODs. Now I'm going to talk about how new CODs work. New CODs work like this. For my first point, I'm going to start out with hold on a second. New CODs work like this, basically. It is a money-making scheme. A money-making, shady-ass scheme by Activision. Activision doesn't work on their games. They have a certain date where they're set to release a game, and if it doesn't get released, if it doesn't get fixed in time, it's released out there, and it's all broken, and people get pissed off, and basically have to be Activision's cleanup crew, tell them how to fix their shit and clear that and fix it. That's the first thing about new COD games. Number 2 about new COD games. Bad hit detection. Terrible hit detection when it comes to Call of Duty games. Now, terrible hit detection. I mean, it's just... it's awful, basically. I mean, who wants to play a game with bad hit detection? You got hit markers all around everywhere. Advanced Warfare, and from Advanced Warfare all the way to Black Ops 3. It's awful. Infinite, bad hit detection. There's another point. My next point is, my next point is, what's my next point? Sorry, flinch. My next point is flinch. So, when you flinch into COD games, you get your face blown off. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's what happens. My next point is, there are too many campers in new COD games. Too many campers, man. Way too many. Yeah. My next point is, Call of Duty has turned into sniper war. There's way too many snipers in COD now. They've turned into sniper war, MLG, 360, no scope shit. Okay, I hate that. Okay, people are trying to be like the MLG pro gamers. Cut that shit out. It's annoying. All right, now, it's a sniper war in any Call of Duty game you go into. You gonna be Ghost, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 3, or Modern Warfare Remastered, or Infinite Warfare. It's a sniper war. And if it's not a sniper war, you got somebody, it's got somebody sitting in a corner, gun around, you walk around and they shoot you, basically. My next point is, Call of Duty has new Call of Duties have turned into a pay-to-win scheme. So when you pay $60 for a new COD game, they want you to spend even more money on supply drops to get all the weapons. So basically what Activision is doing is they're making a scheme where they're putting in old guns from old Call of Duty games, so people will pay out the ass to get these weapons because they love them in the old games. If you love them so much, why don't you just go buy the old games? You retarded sons of bitches. You realize how much you're getting ripped off here. That's what I did. I went and bought World of War, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 4, or Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare 2. Because I'm not letting Activision rip my ass off, okay? Right now, I could just play with the Galil. It sounds way better on this game anyway. But, yeah. Pay-to-win scheme. So, Activision's way of trying to get people to spend money on the supply drops is, when you win a certain amount of games, you have to spend, you get crypto keys, basically. Crypto keys, I don't know what, and they're like this currency where you can spend money on rare or common supply drops, basically. Once you get a certain amount of crypto keys, it's saying, oh, you can go in there and you can get a free gun, or you can get, or you hit the Daily Double and you get something good. Fuck no. You're not gonna get anything for it unless you spend $1,000 on COD points. COD points it's the other currency where Activision doesn't tell you, but they want you to pay more money from out of your pockets to get this shit. So Activision can get even more rich than they already am, considering they're much greedy motherfuckers. Alright, now, my next point is overpowered shit. Everything's overpowered. Guns, score streaks, specialists, supply drop weapons. Everything's overpowered. You name it. Alright. Next thing I want to bring out is Activision's games. Every single game. Activision has 3 companies. See, they brought in 3 companies because, well, Vincent Pella and this other guy left, which was the old Infinity Ward team. They left Infinity Ward because they didn't agree with what Activision did. And that's the reason why Activision had to hire a whole new crew to help them make MW3, Modern Warfare 3, which was Sledgehammer Games. And now Sledgehammer Games is involved in making Advanced Warfare, which was actually not that bad, to be honest, but still. It was not good either. So now Activision has 3 different Call of Duty creators: Treyarch, Infinity Ward, and Sledgehammer Games. So basically, if you didn't know this, people, Activision runs their games on a 3-year cycle. So you got Treyarch going 1 year, then you got Infinity Ward going the next year, then you got Sledgehammer going the next year. This is how it works. But since Infinite Warfare sales went down 50%, they had to fire 20% of the new Infinity Ward team because they lost so many sales. So actually, what ended up happening was since Infinite Warfare sold so badly, Activision told Sledgehammer Games they could make their own game, which I think is bullshit because clearly I think Activision is really strict on what they tell them to put in there, and I don't think Sledgehammer can make their own game. I think that's bullshit. I think Activision is telling them if you do anything to fuck up, we'll fire you in a heartbeat. So basically, that's why I know. Basically, if Sledgehammer don't follow Activision's rules, then they'll get fired. Basically, you know, Activision's way too strict of a company. So since their sales went down 50%, Activision gave Sledgehammer the freedom to make their own game. And the new Call of Duty is coming out for 2017 is COD World War II. So basically they're going back to boots on the ground after all the futuristic bullshit they had in the game, like Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 3. I'm kind of happy, but I'm kind of skeptical at the same time about it. Because seeing how Call of Duty has become shit a lot now is very interesting. See what's going to go on in World War II. And oh, one more thing I'll add to new CODs. One more thing I'm gonna do CODs is I hate the players in the new Call of Duties. They're just so annoying to be around anyway. I hate new Call of Duties. They're a cash grab. They're a play to win. They're a pay to win scheme thing, and it's only put more money in Activision's greedy ass pockets than they already have, and Activision don't give a fuck about the fans or the fan base or the COD community basically. They just do what to suit them basically. That just means that's why I hate new CODs, because it's just a cash grab. And I think after World War II comes out, I'm gonna quit the series because I'm sick of Activision shit. Anyway, this is just my thoughts on what I think about old CODs and new CODs. I hope you enjoyed listening to Black Ops in the background. Yeah. And fuck you haters for saying that. for being upset about this, because this needs to be said. That Activision is a greedy motherfucking corrupted business, and they need to be shown some respect. I hope Infinity Ward actually decides. The new Infinity Ward team actually decides to, decides to band together and make Activision go out of business, because I really hope one day that Infinity Ward will make sure that they go out of business, that they make such a crappy ass game that they will go out of business. Please do that, Infinity Ward. Please show Activision that they're a piece of shit. Please. Anyway, guys. No thoughts on what I think about this on old CODs and new CODs. I love old CODs, but yeah. You guys have a good day, and God bless. Peace.